That last game was so epic. We're just gonna use epic the entire day. I mean, that last game was cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, it sucks that Mabel's got so darn tilted, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie though, I am very sad for ET.
Same. Like he's a great player. Like he's a great guy, I should say. Like how could you not be a fan? Like he has a great name.
He's a fellow Texas resident. He's a fellow. And actually, that's actually cool. I never thought about that, but I remember when I first casted him, I was like, wow, he has the most epic name in the world. And it turns out he lives in Texas right now. And if it wasn't for Corona, we'd have a LAN going as we speak.
It was a match made in heaven.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get married now. But here we are on Ice and Chrome LE. And we are in the top right-hand portion of the map. We're seeing the Protoss player with the red pieces. He is an American. He is an animal. He is Creature.
He's an animal.
He's an animal. That's what creatures are. Creatures are animals.
I love it. And meanwhile, here in the bottom left-hand corner, not quite a 12 pool, I believe, but still quite early indeed. It was a 14 pool. We have the American Zerg player representing Alpha X. It is StarKiller.
We're just going full NA today.
Full NA. This could have been a 12 pool, by the way. I don't know if it was 12 or 14. It's one or the other.
I'm pretty sure it's 12.
Oh, and it gets scattered. He sees. He
Instant
knows.
Scout. He knows it all. There's no hiding from Creature. The creature of the night. Fairly late gas.
Yeah. This is interesting.
It's a 12 full, but normally you go 12 full and you're able to get 3 lings out and you kind of sacrifice your minerals, but he went for the full saturation and then just 2 lings. Oh, he's getting 6 now and a queen. Jesus.
Yeah. That's why I'm pretty sure this was a 14 pool because
it had open 14.
Yeah.
There's no way you have enough larva for all that.
So like this
the larva would not exist.
Yeah, like this isn't an overly aggressive pool. But it is still aggressive. Like it would have just been a straight up pool first if you wanted to be defensive. So the lings are going across the map because it's got scattered. There's already a full wall. There's already a zealot. As long as the macro is good, as long as the whole position is good, Creature should be okay.
We've seen it fail before.
Oh yeah, we have.
The Creature's really good, and honestly, ling speed's pretty darn late. I don't know what the purpose of this was. There's got to be like a fast layer or something. This is like a scout denial more than anything.
Yeah, this is
Did you really think like 5 lings out of a 14 pool is gonna go across the map and in the game?
I mean, if he didn't get scouted, sure, but I mean he did, right? Like the purpose.
Even if it didn't get scouted, I don't think it gets scouted guaranteed every time. When do they not go for a probe scout?
Right, that's the problem. Because very often, like, there are plenty of Protoss players who we've seen it many times, right, where they're just greedy. They only have 2 buildings at the front of the wall, and they throw down their tech really early on in this matchup. But because of the scout, like, or you just throw down that wall, you know, you just play it safe.
Yeah. You only leave the wall open because of the probe.
Exactly.
If the probe goes down, you close the wall first.
And speaking of scouting, like once again, we do have this hallucination scout coming out here from Creature, able to dive in, see if there's anything crazy going on, any extra gases, any fast lair. But he sees it like there's nothing to be seen, you know. StarKiller, he's just joining up.
That was just a weird opener for StarKiller. I guess a defensive opener just in case the proxy void rays came into play here.
That's a good point. Maybe these Zerg players are a little bit traumatized, like over the past 2 days. Like there's been a lot of cheese on the ladder. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this new patch might have some people in their heads.
Ooh, and speaking of cheese, okay, we do have an Overlord Scout here. He spots the Twilight Council, but he spots the Robo. He does not see this Dark Shrine.
Does Robo get canceled? No. Yeah, he didn't see the DT Shrine. The gases are going to go down. He should be able to see those gases. It looks like StarKiller is going to go in for the second scout and know that something's up, but It's not going to be a super huge tell of what's going on.
Yeah, that's the
It's not
problem.
like you see double gas and you're like, oh, this means DTs. It means he's going something aggressive, though, for sure. I don't think you're supposed to get 3 gases already.
Yeah.
The extra 2 gases.
Like, the problem with scouting this is that at the moment, without seeing the Dark Shrine, this kind of looks like a Twilight Council, like as in a Glaive Adept opening. So you do kind of have to prepare for both. We do see a bunch of roaches on the way. We see a lair already. So, I mean, StarKiller should have mobile detection. There it is. We have the Overseer on the way. So it should be perfectly fine against DTs.
Yeah. Good play here. And that's the advantage of the early pool. He could get that roach warren out way earlier. Already has the lair. Already has the... I guess that was the plan. It wasn't even to be aggressive. It was just to be able to tech up faster and get your queens out and get the layer out way faster. Because that's really what you want against Glaive Adepts. Or even, you know, normally the reason you go layer so that when Glaive Adepts doesn't work, if they follow up with DTs, you don't have to invest in all spores. You can get vision. And I think that's what StarKiller went for here. Like, every single Protoss is either going to go for the proxy Void Rays or the Glaive Adepts. Now, given Creature did try something different, it was just similar enough to Glaive Adepts. Like, it was defended with the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And now he's forced to morph them into Archons and try and deal some damage there, which, I mean, you can try and hunt down Overlords, chip away at them, maybe even dive into a mineral line as well. Again, the creep spread isn't too amazing from StarKiller. Actually, there's like a couple of patches here and there where it's not connected, so it's a little bit difficult to maneuver around, especially for roaches and queens. Like, lings are what you want for this sort of stuff, as in for maneuvering between bases, but he should be okay as long as he splits up his army. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's actually going for a counterattack now, and StarKiller's, I was going to say, he's just got vision out. I think maybe these Immortals or these Archons could be used for creep clearing, but there's really no creep to clear.
Yeah, and StarKiller, he droned up to 41, and then he completely stops. He's going for this massive roach counterattack, and the wall's on the wall. Oh, he slips on through.
Oh, he just walks right in there like he owns the place.
Wow.
Wow, and then StarKiller keeps himself out of his own base.
Yeah, and his production's depowered. Like, 2 gateways are completely depowered, so only 2 DTs were able to be warped in, and now he gets on top of the Immortal.
I think he might have to recall his own army to the natural. Or the main.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the army, it's here in the natural, and the main army gets surrounded as well of Creature.
Wow, Creature absolutely not expecting this at all, I don't think. And he's losing quite a lot here. I don't see a endgame for Creature where he comes back and wins this. He lost 33 workers, 41 workers for StarKiller to 24 of Creature, double the worker count of StarKiller, and now StarKiller just has to defend.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everything eventually gets cleaned up here, but there's things all over the place. In the end, 42 workers have gone down, a couple of pylons as well, and now, like, StarKiller, he's ahead 30 workers. He has his army, like, he's got a decent creep spread as well. He's actually droning up behind this.
That's not the best idea, I don't think.
It's not the best idea, but, I mean, if Creature doesn't move out, like, he can get away with it.
I don't know why Creature would move out. That's really the only call when you lose that many drones.
Yeah, I mean, he's being active with his Archons, which is fine, but damage has been done. Like, as Creature, you have to know that at the highest level of play, you just go all in, man. Like, you can't.
Creature definitely knows.
Yeah.
Unless Creature has something crazy planned here, I just see StarKiller maxing out and then killing you.
Yeah, I mean,
double army supply, almost double worker supply.
Yeah.
GG question mark?
I mean, Creature, he's like doing the best he can to like keep StarKiller busy with these 2 Archons, which is nice. It's cute, but it's just 2 Archons. Like, how many roaches do you really have to leave behind to deal with them? Just a handful. Then you just go for a big push afterwards, right? It's not too big of a deal. So yeah, Creature, I'm just kind of waiting for him to like do something crazy, like, set up the Warp Prism, warp in like, I don't know, 10 DTs and just go in and try and YOLO on like a Spore or something, but
that's what I'm expecting. I'm pretty sure that's what StarKiller is expecting also. Creature or StarKiller should probably get a 4th base at this point. I think that would have been the
Yeah.
move. If your opponent has 3 bases and you retreat,
Oh,
he's gonna
God.
catch the War Prism. Oh, epic. The recall, it dies instantly. Wow, that thing died quick.
And
Yeah, we're both like, what are you doing here, creature? Why haven't you GG'd out yet?
yeah, I mean, so,
He's got a chance. He's back on workers now, but he's been behind for so long.
yeah, so we were in a situation where he has pulled himself back in terms of workers because he was joining up that entire time. And he has a decent army. The problem is that StarKiller, he has plenty of Ravagers. He's even morphing in more. Like, he knows that defensively is like creature at his best, and he has plenty of sentries for force fields, but force fields don't even matter when it comes to this many Ravagers.
Yeah, indeed, and as we see here, those force fields really don't do too much. You're going to keep the army back for maybe 10 seconds, and then they're going to jump on all this. And even with all these 3 Archons and their splash, it's obviously not enough. He's one-shotting everything in this piece, and he just takes out everything. Absolutely smashes it. GG, StarKiller takes it.
He takes it. He takes game number 1 with that massive aggression, Roach Ravager aggression. Again, he droned up to 41, then he just stopped completely and just went for it. And yeah, creature, he had no idea. Even though he had a War Prism and an Archon out on the map, like trying to be aggressive and stuff, like he never really saw the drones. Like he never saw the tells, like the signs that this was coming.
Yeah, StarKiller did good to hide that, I think, too, but definitely if he would have gone to third base, he would have seen what was up.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good to see StarKiller start winning again.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like almost a breath of fresh air. Like it's really cool to see. And I mean, this could be his run, like his qualifier. You're like, I wouldn't go that far. You're like,
I wouldn't take it out. I wasn't gonna take it there. I would really hope for it. That would be absolutely amazing. I'd be happy, but just looking at the bracket and the way it works out, I don't think it will actually happen.
Again, if he does move on though, I would love to see him against Epic. That's a matchup I want to see. But
that's gonna be pretty darn exciting. Oh, why haven't we used that for eggs yet? Exciting. I messed it up. I said it already. You guys don't know. Nobody can pretend you never heard that, guys. I'm gonna use that later. Speaking of use that later, this player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map could use something later because he's probably gonna get knocked out soon because his opponent's really good. But I don't know. We'll see how he does. He is currently teamless, playing from United States of America. I believe it is Creature. Creature, yes, is from United States of America. Can confirm.
he is. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pools of Gold LE, going for something quite interesting. I haven't seen this opener before. A very fast gas first opener. We have the American Zerg player representing Alpha X. It is StarKiller. Looking to be very
I'm loving
aggressive.
these sneaky plays.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of missed the exact build order, but it's looking like I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, it looked like it was either a 14 or a 15 gas. That was what threw me off. It was like incredibly early. So yeah, he's going to be having plenty of gas. We'll see if he just gets 10 and then pulls off of gas for Link speed, or if he keeps going. And if he keeps going, this could be
He's
for
still going.
Yo, he could be going for like eventual roaches or a Link Bane bust actually.
He's definitely going for roaches.
We'll see. I mean,
I don't know. He took off the gas, so maybe not.
Yeah. And he started late. And he started link speed. So I mean, that tells us that he's looking to go for like, you know, fast links at least. Again, because of the probe scout, mate, there's already a wall. It's already a wall.
Those links never had a chance.
Yeah, and it looks like StarKiller only made 2 links.
I think it's roaches then.
Yeah, I mean, he did still invest in that link speed, so it feels like those links may have just been like...
Oh, yep, look, he went back on gas. 3 on gas again.
Oh.
So it's either going to be a quick layer or roaches.
Or Bane Bus?
I don't
Oh,
think it's
Lair.
roaches because lair. Yeah, he would have already gone for a roach horn by now. So it's gonna be a lair into Ling Nidus.
I was about to say Nidus is the only thing that makes sense. Like it's far too early to go for like Spire. There's no
He's
roach
only got
horn.
one. Yeah, he's only got one gas and that's it. He's got one gas.
Yeah.
He's going for a lair.
Yeah,
And he's not really droning up too heavy.
And this is great. Like I don't know if you noticed, but he just made out of the drones to make it look like he's droned up.
Like he's been droned up over there. Now that'll work if they go for a scout and only for a scout. Oh, he's going for Dropper Lords. I forgot about the drop. This used to be my bread and butter. I forgot about this. I used to go fastest layer possible and then just Dropper Lords. It's great. In the lower levels on the ladder, at least. I don't know about here right now.
I used to have this build. I don't know if you remember. There was a time where to make a Dropper Lord, the only thing you needed was
my god, the good old days, man. The good old days. That's like back when alcohol was 18 and up here in the United States. It's 21 and up now, but back in the day it was 18 and up, and that's what it felt like. I was a child buying alcohol when all you needed was an evolution chamber to get Dropper Lords.
You didn't even need a lair. It was amazing. ZVZ, big Ling floods. That was my thing. It was beautiful.
Yeah, those are great times. But we have the first ever making its big debut on the big screen. It's the epic new and improved Void Ray. Ananitis. Whoa.
Yeah.
This was the interesting. This is the guarantee your Nidus will go down move.
Exactly. And the Void Ray, it's here, but it's a little bit too late. The Lings
and
are going to be
creep
coming
drop.
out.
I love the creep drop.
Well, there are queens. Are we going to see some workers come in for spores as well? Potentially, depending on how many more Stargate units come out. But the Stargate, it's gonna be so vulnerable here in the main base. And to be fair, there are only two queens.
That's about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, the main base is completely forfeit. He already pulled away the drones. Like he's not going to lose any extra there. They're all in the natural, but as we can see, 34 probes here in the natural. But
one thing I want to point out, if we look at that Overlord, we can see that all the creeping drops proves that Overlords can hold a large amount of liquid in them that might allow them to get milked at some point. Light's internet went out. Oh my god. I broke Light, everyone. I broke Light. I caught him totally off guard. It was great. You guys should have been there. His main base went down, and now he's got to bust out of his natural, which is now his new main. And this is not a bad play here from StarKiller. I'm loving the cheesiness. If this was cheese, this would definitely be made of Overlord milk. He's even going into Hydras now. I'm assuming he's gonna go for a fast lurker den. And
look at you trying to cast. Look at you. Oh god damn it. All right, well, it's so this has been dealt with. I say dealt with. I love the amount of creep that's been spread in the main base. This is so annoying to deal with, especially like as a Protoss player. Like there's no robo. You can't deal with this. This is staying here.
Yeah, it almost seems a little unfair that Protoss has nothing they can do for this. And the Lings are going to go and get that expansion. There's really nothing you can do to defend that expansion as well.
Yeah, like if he moves out, like he's going to lose the gateway units. Like the Stalker, the Zealot, like they're so vulnerable right now.
Ooh, a DT is a saving grace here. That base is going to go down 100%. Cancel renode. And StarKiller still not going for a third yet.
Yeah, he's still staying on 2 bases. To be fair, his opponent is on 1, so he can afford to do so. Yeah. And the unfortunate thing is that DT revealed itself, right? Like in that defense, so immediately an Overseer was morphed in for that detection, and just deals with that DT.
Nice. Well played here by StarKiller. I would love to see StarKiller make it all the way through.
Yeah. So far this game, like he's shown his aggressive play, something unique, right? The Dropper Lord plus the Nidus as well into the main base. It was so well done, and now he's just going Ling Hydra. And Ling Hydra is exactly what he needs against this army. I say army.
I mean, to be fair, I think he can use anything against this quote unquote army.
Yeah. There's not much here really at all. And
I'm trying to think of small armies that would compare to, and I can't think of any.
Oh.
Like the French army.
Does the French have a small army?
Yeah, they have a tiny army.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the French don't fight. Come on. What wars have the French been in? I'm just making all these facts up, by the way, guys. I have no idea. I feel like I heard the French don't have a big army, though.
I mean, you know, there were a couple.
Let me get on Google now.
I was gonna say, I feel like, you know, there's a couple of big things out there, like the French Revolution.
The French Revolution.
Yeah.
But that was like revolution. Isn't that France versus France? So really, it's not like they had a big army to fight against.
That's why they won, right? You know, like.
Yeah, that's why they won.
Oh god. Meanwhile, here we go. StarKiller is fine, taking a third base. He's pushing out across the map with everything he has. He should have detection. Yes, he does. And what does Creature have? He does have a single shield battery, so he can overcharge if he needs to, which he will need to. And honestly, his army is not looking too bad, but he doesn't have cell legs.
Ooh, yeah, and I mean, this is pretty brutal of a beating. We saw the Void Ray come out, but the Hydra transition came out from StarKiller so nicely, and we get the expansion now from StarKiller, but StarKiller can just keep shelling away at this army of Creature until eventually Creature is no more. Creature's kind of low on army, just has a nice bank though, could go for some warpins, but there's just not enough gates. They're on cooldown. The final shield battery goes down. Two more go down in the back, and this army's dwindling. He's gonna have to pull the boys here pretty soon, or just hit the GG. And I think we're gonna have the 2-0 victory right here. The Overseer in position, the stutter step micro, the GG from Creature question mark. No GG.
Oh
I thought I timed that out pretty well.
He's the opposite of Maples right now. He is the polar opposite. He's still staying in here. 25 probes go down. The Nexus goes down as well. What hope is there for Creature? The Dark Shrine. There's 2 shield batteries, but there's nothing to shield battery. Like, there's nothing. Like, the Hydras, they can just walk in. And they do.
Yeah, they just go ahead and walk right in, and GG! I was close to the timing.
Oh god. GG, well played. And StarKiller, he tours and he advances.
Yeah. Destan reliving yesterday's great moment.
Yeah.
Now that G4 was an epic gamer moment, if I would ever call one an epic gamer moment.
Game 4 was rough. That was Game 4 was the day where you died a little inside.
Yeah, you know, I thought I had died plenty inside before.
Yeah.
And I thought I couldn't die any more inside, and then that game happened. And I was like, yeah, apparently there's still room to die. And it happened, and I think it kind of changed me a little bit, Light.
That was the moment that just scarred you for life. That was it. I was done.
Oh god, my internet went out for a second there.
Oh god, Yoda, please.
I'm trying. All right, so who are we gonna try and go after next? Are we gonna continue the follow? I would love to see this. Oh, of course we are. We got to see StarKiller and Epic. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, so Epic, he is currently facing, as the bracket did get updated.
Canning right now. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's got to be epic.
Jesus
That's gonna
Christ.
get old quick. That's already old. I'm already over it.
I'm
gonna keep saying
it. Oh, God.
Oh, good times. Good times. Neo Shaggy's always in the chat no matter what happens. He's always in ESL. I mean, I wouldn't even mind hopping in Epic and M canning if you're down for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's the play. I think we get into that series. I think they're just in game 1, and then from there we can get into the winner versus StarKiller.
Game 1. I love to hear that because I don't think we've casted M canning at all this qualifier.
Yeah, we haven't had the chance to, unfortunately. So hopefully we can jump into that. I mean, I say they're in game one, so we have to wait for them to get out of game one. So yeah, a little bit of downtime there. But we do have a couple of updates, and ooh, I think the biggest one, Foxer 2-0'd Ryan.
Oh no, not Ryan. Wow, all my favorites today are already out. I think that's pretty much all my favorites. I mean, StarKiller's in it. Okay, StarKiller's in here. We're doing all right.
Yeah, StarKiller's in here.